Welcome everybody to another episode of Command Combat Computer Reports. Today we have the ultimate battle, Armenia versus Iceni. I just learned that from Cliff, so that's how you pronounce it, not Iceni. I don't think Boudica is actually in this one, but we'll just say she's around.
Alright.
She's so awesome. So the forces here, well, we have to have chariots on Iceni's side.
Yeah, they had chariots.
And the painted warriors.
Well, those are Scots. These guys way in the north, but they did put blue in their skin too.
All right, well they've got blue on their skin in this one, and then you got a bunch of bowmen on the Armenian side, followed up by some axemen and some spearmen. Let's go ahead and put this on pause for the time being, so we can look at our forces. All right, I think are we on the Iceni side or the Armenian side here? This looks like it's the Armenians.
Yeah.
All right, so we have the Armenians here.
Yeah.
Here, just a second. You're having trouble with the camera here. Here we go. All right, well, man, look, that's an interesting looking hat. We have the dust sort of coming up here. So, anyway, so here are the Armenians. They got some horsemen on the side, some bowmen in the center. Camera's a little odd on this one. All right, bunch of bowmen in the front, and then you got the cavalry on the other flank. Then we got the spearmen and the heavy melee in the center. And so spearmen on the flanks.
Spearmen.
Heavy melee in the center. The knights, which I think that'll be the commander. And then behind them is some Persian cavalry. Very heavy.
Cataphracts then. Oh.
It says very heavy shock cavalry. They were really powerful.
Cataphracts means completely covered over, like they were like the modern knights.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So that's what they look like. They don't actually look that powerful in this.
Well, these are. Wait a minute. These are older version of the Persian. These are Persians, not the Sasanians then.
Yeah. So that was the Armenian. I guess they have the they must be on defense because you have all this defensive works up here.
Yeah.
And this is the Iceni.
Yeah.
I love the looks of these guys. All right, so
half naked.
Britain skirmishers up front.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, all Britain skirmishers, very light missile infantry there. You got some medium spear infantry behind there. Yeah, heroic nobles and free. Yeah. Okay, so freemen on the flanks, and nobles in the middle. They have this is sort of an interesting setup because all right, you have them all in the center, but then way over here on these sides, you have heroic riders.
Yeah.
They're
going to try to flank. They're going to try to surround and flank these guys.
Yeah, and the charioteers. So yeah, you're right. That'll probably be flank attacks, and heroic riders and charioteers over there, and a spear band just kind of over on its own over there. Well, we have a very much of a dust cover on this one. Looks like a dust storm going on.
Yeah.
So,
you must be in Armenia because they're not going to see that much dust in England.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so we're starting off. Iceni is just staying where they are. They got that wall there, so they're going to just hold it while the Armenians are starting to move their archers forward. And on the side, they're going to move up their missile cavalry.
They're going to, looks like what it seems to me is that the Iceni are going to try to funnel these guys right down in here.
Right in the center?
In the center.
Okay.
And if they can get them bunched up in the center, the cavalry on both sides will try to double envelop if they can.
Okay, yeah, you can see from up here exactly what Cliff is talking about. So probably they're going to try to get them to go between those walls, right where they're actually moving right now, engage them, and then flank them around the sides with all that cavalry. Well, you can see that the Armenians are moving forward with their archers, but they are also spreading out the ones on the flanks.
Yeah, they got the horse archers are trying to get around the flank.
Yeah. So they don't get bunched up too much in the middle there. And now they're bringing up the rest of their infantry. They probably want to stay on that hill there, but yeah, you're not going to be able to stay there, especially since they seem to be the attackers. In Rome Total War, they introduced the idea of one side has to be the attackers and the other side has to be the defenders, which keeps it from every battle just being a meeting engagement.
Yeah. So it looks to me that the only problem with the Iceni chariots, they're not really heavy duty war chariots. They're very low and usually.
Yeah, they're very.
See, they're very light.
Yeah.
And they're not very good a turning movement. So, and they're on a hill, and this is not good. This is not good land for chariots.
Okay, yeah. Well, and they aren't going to be able to maneuver very much yet. This is very early chariot days, so I mean, this is before England or before United Kingdom or England or any of that stuff.
Yeah. So these but it, well, these are people like from the armor of the Persians. These people are like 1,000 years apart.
I just have to point out, check this out. They got wolves on the field. These are not part of the army. They're just kind of wandering around. Lassie, go get help quickly.
They're waiting for the dead so they can eat.
Oh.
They're waiting to find. They're going to drag some people off.
They're like, yay, food, lunch. Oh, cavalry's going to be moving towards them though. Well, now, the Iceni are still just waiting for them. They're not doing anything.
They're going to let these guys commit.
Yep.
And then they're going to move in. Now they have the freemen. These are light infantry. Light infantry. Unlike the plains fighters, these guys are going to fight in a group. They're not going to fight spread out.
Oh, the Iceni?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're going to fight in a big group. So like plains warriors who will try that open order. So,
yeah. This will be very much of a line.
Yeah. These guys are doing pretty much what they want to do, try to get through this cavalry break here.
All right. Yeah, they're going to try to be like, all right, well, we're not going to send the cavalry up there because it looks like
there's the infantry moving in, try to pass right through that.
In fact, it looks like what they're going to do is try to use it as a wall. Ah, here we go. And so, yeah, now the Iceni are starting to move up.
The cavalry's turning, trying to...
Although they're going to the center for some reason. They're sending their cavalry up there. Not sure why, because they're not sure what they're going to do. Oh, there we go.
They're going on the flank.
It's just they're sending their
Whoa,
chariots
look at
there.
those arrows. Yeah.
Yeah, arrows are going back and forth.
This is nice.
All of the Persians are using the break there as sort of a shield.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so now
and they've come and swing around their flank.
Oh, and yeah, the Iceni are doing a good job of putting their cavalry on two sides, kind of come around from two different. But they are taking some losses there.
Yeah, they're taking some losses.
But now the Armenian flank is in the air. So yeah, you're going to see the Iceni is going to go up and take advantage of that and hit their flank. And yep, there we go. And so the Persians see that, and boom, hit. Wow. Oh man, there was a couple people which went down. Man, they're just pouring it in there, and that's hitting that flank. Now they're coming in from the front.
Now, let's see what the heavy cavalry back is. The Persian, yeah, they're coming.
There we go. Just throwing in some
horse archers are right there in the.
Yeah. Very light missiles. So they're going to throw in some arrows. Iceni don't like that, so they're going to come after them. And now
there's heavy cavalry coming in.
Yep, the Armenian heavy cavalry is going to go in there and try to take out that. And now the Icenis have split up their forces. Their cavalry have split in two, and so the Armenians are going to chop them up here.
Yeah, they are.
And there's in the center we have a big mass. Everybody's just con into there, and it is just melee.
Yeah. See, notice how the chariots are not doing anything. These are command posts. These are small, light command posts. These are where the leaders are.
Okay.
And,
so there's
they're yelling commands, trying to get people to move this way and that.
There's something interesting going on over here. Oh, it looks like these. Okay, the cavalry went away around the side, and now they're fighting some of the. What is this? The medium spear infantry. I hate the way this camera is. There we go. So that's happening way there on the flank, and looks like the Iceni have some bowmen sort of throwing things in from the side. So it's just that big mass in the center, and both are just throwing in their what is that called? The missile infantry.
Skirmishers.
Throwing in not their spears. What do you call that? Javelins. They're throwing their javelins in there. But it looks like there's still more Armenians than there are Iceni at this point.
There are.
They're finishing off the Iceni cavalry over there, and their infantry is massing there, and that's usually the Iceni advantage, is massed in numbers. When they're sitting in their chariots, but right into the middle of that, that's not going to do it.
They're about to break out. Yeah. Trying to break out. If they can break out, they can get around.
But when they get stopped, chariots are not very good when they get stopped.
They're not heavy enough to do it.
Yeah, they really aren't. Well, and even heavy chariots, when they're stocked, don't really do much. So it's sort of heartbreaking to see the Iceni just really struggling with this one. I guess this looks familiar, and then now you can see the Persians or the Armenians are enveloping them. Although now the Iceni are bringing in some people to envelop the Iceni or the Armenians. So the Armenians are trying to stretch out their line a bit. They do have some.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they're letting themselves get bunched up. They're being drawn into this big squirrel of the fight.
Yeah.
They're driven off some of they're drawing off the chariots.
Yep, there they are. Yeah, you're right. Oh, and now they are really.
They're broken.
They've broken them. Yeah.
They've broken the line.
I think when you have just a line against line here, it winds up being quality of troops, and the Armenians just had the quality.
The Armenians have heavier troops, better armed troops.
Although what's interesting here is it's starting to look. Well, no, it's okay. It's kind of hard to see the Armenians in there. You just see the Iceni flags, but it's the Iceni flags that are starting to waver. So
the problem is the Armenians still have reserves.
Yeah, that's true.
And the Iceni,
they've got nothing. Yeah, you can see it's just empty back there. A lot of men running up into the hills. You want to be one of the first men running in a situation like this. Oh, and here comes that cavalry just to finish them up.
Cavalry.
Yeah, this will be the end.
Persian cavalry. It's over.
There's the knights, just like you were saying. These guys, and you kind of predicted it. These would be the ones to decide the battle.
And they've broken.
Look at that, those crowns on the. They don't. The men don't wear crowns, but the horses do.
Yeah, this is feathers and stuff like that.
The horses are better treated than the men. You are all kings, horses. Consider you all kings. Oh, and they're gonna just chase down the men running. Like,
nope, they got behind them. They're gonna come on. They're gonna turn and hit the guys still in the line.
Yeah, it's the guys who are still foolish enough to stay fighting. The horses are just like shaking their heads, like, no, we don't want to go. We've had enough of this, man. Those horses are really wild. There they go. Boom. Gonna run over you here, guys. Excuse us, pardon us, excuse us.
And there are more Armenian troops in the rear. Behind you, they've got these guys completely surrounded.
Oh, and they still have the bowmen. I guess the Iceni bowmen have been knocked out from behind. Well, that's gonna basically do it at this point. You can sort of see.
It's over.
It's over. Well, thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe, watch our many videos, and happy gaming, everybody.